Good morning, student. Today is my lecture number 60, and I am going to teach you today new chapter, company accounts. Under company accounts, we will study accounting for share capital, so let us start. First, we have studied in class 11th about company and definition, meaning, characteristics of company. Under company accounts, today we will study about accounting for share capital. So first, let us know the meaning and characteristics of company also. A company meaning a company is a voluntary association of person established through the process of law for carrying on a business. It is an artificial person in the eyes of law and is distinct from its members. It has a share capital which is divided into shares. The owners of these shares are called members or shareholders. Since a company itself is an artificial person, so the death or insolvency of any member does not affect the company. According to Section 220 of Company Act 2013, a company means a company incorporated under this section or under any previous company's laws. As the term company has not been explained in the Companies Act, so the term has been explained by citing the definition given by Professor Heine. A company is an artificial person created by law having separate legal entity with perpetual succession and a common seal. Now, features or characteristics of a company. Feature or characteristics of a company. We have also a study about features in 11th class, but once again more I explain. First is incorporation. Student, incorporation means the most essential feature of a company is that it is formed and registered under the law, that is the Company Act 2013. The law considers it as an artificial legal person. Now, second point is separate legal entity. A company is a separate legal entity and it is distinct from its member. It can enter into contract, issue share capital, conduct its business, sue anybody, and can also be sued. A creditor of a company can sue the company for recovery of its debt and note its member as a company is a legal and distinct personality from that of its member. Now, second point is perpetual existence. The existence of a company is not affected due to bankruptcy, insolvency, death, or lunacy of its member or shareholder. A company is incorporated by law, so also it is wound up as per provisions of Company Act 2013. Now, fourth point is limited liability. The liability of shareholder is limited up to the face value of shares. For example, if Ram holds 100 shares of a company and its face value at the rate of 10 each, then but Ram paid rupees only 7 each, then he can be called upon to pay 3 each per share, 3 each or per share. Thus, the liability of its member is confined up to the face value of shares. It means liability of Ram will be 3 rupees per share, means rupees 300. Now, next characteristics is common seal. Since the company is an artificial person created by a law having no physical existence, so it acts through its director. All the documents prepared by directors must also bear seal of the company along with their signature. Now, Next point is transferable transfer of share. The share capital of a company is divided into part of equal dominations called share. The share of a public company are freely transferable, while the shares of a private company can be transferred subject to fulfillment of certain conditions. Now, types of company. Types of company. Under Company Act 2013, there are three types of company. First is company limited by shares. Second is company limited by guarantee. And third is unlimited company. Company limited by share, it has section 222 and second 221 and third 292 section. Company limited by shares. As per section 220, a company limited by share means company having the liability of its member limited by the memorandum to the amount, if any, unpaid on the share respectively held by them. Thus, it refers to a company in which liability of its member is confined up to the face value of shares held by members. The company limited by shares have three types. Company limited by share have three types. First is private company. Section 268. Second is public company. Section 271 and third is one person company. Section 262. One person company, in short we can say OPC. It may be asked in exam, what is the full form of OPC? Now, Private company, we all know about private company. Private company means a company having minimum paid up share capital as may be prescribed as per Company Act 2013 and which by its article it have restricted the right to transfer its share, limits the member of its member to 200 except in case of OPC. It will have 2 or more person, but in public company, according to 270 section 271, it is not a private company. It has a minimum paid up share capital as may prescribed as per Companies Act 2013, will have 7 or more members, name of the company with the last word limited, section 41A. Now one person company, actually according to section 262, one person company means a company which has only one person as a member. Minimum paid up capital should be rupees 1 lakh. 1 lakh. At least one and maximum 15 directors may be in one person company. It has natural person. All provisions applicable on private companies shall also apply on OPC. Exemption to hold annual general meeting. It also need not prepare cash flow statement according to section 240. Now, one more important thing, Memorandum of Association of OPC. The Memorandum of Association of OPC will contain name of other person with his prior consent in the prescribed form as to who shall become a member of the company. In case of his death or incapacity to contract, consent of such person be filed with the Register of Companies, section 41F. Thus, the condition of perpetual succession in case of OPC can be maintained. Now, shares. A share is the interest of a shareholder in a company. The capital of company is divided into certain indivisible units of fixed amount. These units are called share. According to section 284, share means a share in the share capital of a company and it includes stock. We can say capital of company divided into small equal parts is known as shares. And one more word, stock. A group of share is called stock. A group of share is called stock. Now, nature of share. The share of a company shall be movable property, transferable in the manner provided by the article of the company, section 44. They can be bought, sold, and even bequeathed. Stock and share. Stock and share. Stock is the aggregate of fully paid up share, consolidated and divided for the purpose of convenient holding into different parts. A company limited by shares may, if authorized by its article, by passing an ordinary resolution, convert its fully paid up share into a stock. Now, difference between share and stock. Share is the small part, but stock is the group of share. This is the difference. A share has a face value, while a stock has no face value. A stock is always fully paid up, whereas share may or may not be fully paid up. All the shares are be of equal domination, while a stock may be of unequal amount. Now, there are two types of share. First is equity share. And second is preference share. Now, equity share. According to section 43A, equity share are those shares which are not preference share. Thus, these shareholders do not enjoy any preferential right. Their rate of dividend is not fixed and it is varies from year to year depending upon the profitability position of the company. They may get dividend at a higher rate if profits are large and may get nothing if profits are insufficient. But preference share are those shares which are meant to right preferential right of dividend at a fixed rate before any dividend is paid to the equity shareholder. And second is at the time of winding up of company or close of the company, they have a preferential right to return of capital over equity shareholder. Now, I am going to show you difference between equity share and preference share. First difference is the equity share of dividend on equity share is not fixed. Dividend not fixed, but preference share have fixed dividend. If company goes in loss, no dividend will get equity shareholder, but preference shareholder must get dividend. In case of winding up of company, preference share have to right get their fully amount before equity shareholder. Now equity shareholder have voting right, but preference share have no voting right. Second thing is next point is preferential share can be converted into equity share if the term of issue permits, but equity share cannot be converted into preferential share. Next point is preferential share may be redeemed or returned after some times, but equity share never will return. It will only transfer. So these are the some basic difference between equity share and preference share. Now I will meet you in next video with type of share capital for next topic. Thank you.